Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, here back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to Streaming Will Never Be the Same Again. This is a Chisel Adonis video. This is one I had in a tuck and I forgot to react to it. That means a lot of shit must have came out that week if I forgot about this. But anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Alright, so boom. The internet continues to get weirder by the day, and we've covered a number of different things, ranging from actual human beings trying to operate as NPCs. Some been very, very successful. Pinky Doll's gone on to reality television.
Most people know me from TikTok.
Yo, ice cream so good. Yes, popcorn.
She
yes,
on.
popcorn.
Get the fuck out of here.
100K a month.
Stop it. Cut that bitch off!
Morales dude has gone on to be on Kais and that stream.
Wow, is that a galaxy? I enough of those and might make it back to my own universe.
Cut that bitch off!
Whoa, let's not do that again. Whoa! Seems like I went through a wormhole or something. Pretty sure I'm still in the same
What the fuck? And a number of people literally feeding their families off of being an NPC on TikTok. Then you had the introduction of that AI necklace, I believe the friend necklace.
I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair.
Cut that bitch off!
We're outside. I'm outside. You're not even real. Where you press a button, you speak into the necklace, and then you get generated text messages based off of what it was that you were talking about.
Cut that bitch off!
To the Doja Spice page that I found on Instagram, where there was an AI influencer that would generate some sort of explicit photos on their Patreon, to where literally you got people paying to see AI generated scantily clad clothing. Lo and behold, this is an artificial influencer. First and foremost, how the fuck you gonna be an influencer if you're not even a real person?
You have
Who
lost
are you
your mind.
influencing? But then now
You
I think
have
they
lost
stumbled upon
your
some of the most
mind.
bizarre findings in AI, because it appears that we're soon gonna have AI streamers. What? Oh hell no! Hell no! This not even a real person. Look at her hand. It's going crazy on top of the keyboard. Then look at this lady doing an unboxing video. How you gonna unbox something when you not real? You got fake fitness influencers. You got fake beauty influencers. She's not a human being. Make it make sense. As a streamer, there's gonna come a point in which donations, subscriptions, memberships is gonna come across. You're gonna have people becoming a member to a motherfucking AI? That's crazy. That's like a robot trying to pose as a homeless person on motherfucking Skid Row.
Spare some change. Leave me alone, I don't have any change.
As a streamer, you have to be relatable. There's moments in which you have to talk to the audience about things that you have experienced. What the hell is an AI gonna talk to people about what they experienced? Today, I was programmed to come onto the platform and talk to you. Look at the clothing that they chose for me. Take a look at these AI-generated breasts. Aren't they voluptuous? For only $9.99, you can become an exclusive subscriber on my own. Nobody wants the program. They're not even real people, bro. It's some sort of AI generated Google VO2 is what I saw in all of the subtweets, but it's starting to get a bit out of hand, because I've already known that in content creation, they've created like some sort of AI to where now you can have an avatar of yourself. If you're somebody who produces a ton of videos that require a script, all you need to do is essentially just have yourself record without making too much doggone movements, and then all of a sudden they'll create an AI version of you to create the videos. Here's the problem.
Yeah, for real.
Streamers
So I ain't gotta
are supposed to be able to
wait. So you mean to tell me I ain't gotta keep putting my goddamn face on this goddamn camera? I turn the damn camera off and it just put a and then just put a fucking AI version of me up, and then just you mean to tell me this whole time I could have been 10 times lazier than what I am right now? Damn technology, damn. I'm just saying.
go and interact with people in real time. Take, for example, somebody like me. I speak with a lot of enunciation of words. I'm incredibly animated. It's gonna be very difficult to AI me, but there's a lot of people who just sit there chilling all day, who you may think as a viewer is a real person, who might not even be a sentient being.
Dear God, no!
Imagine watching a video on YouTube and you got a creator trying to tell you about their lived experience in an effort to be relatable and connect to you, only to find out they're not even a real person. Wouldn't you feel like you getting deceived? Why are you checking yourself out in the mirror, Miss iRobot? You're not real. Now, don't get me wrong. I recognize AI is coming for everybody, but if you're skilled and talented enough, I think you'll be able to endure the wave of AI coming in, because I think they're really just going to weed out all of the mediocre individuals. But for a streaming perspective, there's a lot of streamers who really just talk to the chat but don't talk to people individually. Now, if you're grand, like you got a Kai Cenat speeds kind of size of a stream, it's very difficult to address people by name. But if you're on a smaller scale and you can see the names move without having to put the chat into slow mode, you could at least interact with the people who are viewing you in real time.
Facts.
What these AI streamers gonna do? Like, you supposed to be waiting for GTA 6 to drop. Fast forward, tail end of this year, you got an AI streamer playing GTA. Motherfuckers is gonna be able to go and tune in, because I would assume if you got an AI streamer, the aesthetic of the stream is gonna be whatever your imagination wants it to be. So if you somebody on the lower end, you're not gonna be able to create the surroundings and the aesthetic that an AI can simply just conjure up. So you already on the losing end.
Do you need some money?
I need about 350.
And now that I think about it, I
About
misspoke. It's not
350.
even just a mediocre folk.
They
who
goddamn
just
like this
post and
now.
not really trying anything new. It's also the startup individuals, and then not only just the startup, the people who trying to figure things out. You on the back burner, bro, because how you gonna be able to compete with something that's gonna have all of the analytics already installed, things that are
So you think that people just gonna really attach themselves to an AI generated person? They'll probably go in there for like 2 minutes to fuck with the AI, and then if the AI is programmed a certain type of way where you can't fuck with it, they just gonna move on to somebody real, because they know they rather just fuck with a real person than a program that's not even gonna malfunction. If they can't get it to malfunction and do what they want it to do, they're not finna do that. They're just gonna go mess with people in real life and hurt their feelings. That's what most people on the internet do. They come on here to troll. That's all it is. It's just one big troll. One big troll job. If they can't convince the AI to malfunction and do certain things that they trying to make it do to manipulate it to their likings, then trust me, they'll be out of there in 2 minutes. And the people that stand in there are pretty much gonna be weirdos with no life.
already got all the intricacies of the successful streamers that's already gonna be plugging in real time and updating itself.
No, I gave you everything I had.
My biggest concern is simply the accountability and responsibility after the fact, because call it what it is. These influencers are indeed influencing, despite the fact that most of us never really asked to have influence per se, just wanted to go and post stuff online and then conjure up some viewership, and here you are responsible for how people consume said content and what they do with it. Because take a look at what happened with Logan Paul with the forest out in Japan. Countless different, YouTubers or streamers who happen to have controversy, whether they done said something, they done showed something, and they got to get out in front of it and take accountability and take a hit for whatever it was that they done did. If you've got an AI streamer, what happens in that scenario? The individual behind the scenes who's running the channel be the person who gets called to justice, but for all intents and purposes, because they're going to be the ones who's unseen, they really not going to take that much of a blow. And furthermore, if you really know what you're doing, you can end up insulating yourself heavily from even being associated to where you have enough checks and balances to where they either cannot find you, or it's going to take a whole lot of work in order to go and track you down. So for the viewers of these AI platforms, it's gonna be an incredibly confusing kind of experience. At least I would assume so. Because what the hell are you gonna do now? Like, legitimately, children gonna be growing up thinking they seeing actual humans, only to find out it's a AI generated influencer. Now, granted, there's certain sort of ticks that could give things away. As always, I've said, look at the hands and look at the mouth. Sometimes you can see some form of fidgety or something that's there to where you can see, oh no, that's not a human being. The thumbs, I guess AI can't figure out thumbs or pinkies in motion. So maybe that's a telltale sign that you're probably not watching an actual human being. But for the children who's coming up, they're just gonna assume everything they see is real, because when we were all children, you didn't think these robots and AI stuff existed. So I am incredibly flummoxed, confused, and concerned about what this means moving forward as it pertains to social media consumption, because the percentage of individuals who are on their phone is only increasing. I think people average of their screen time is anywhere between like 8 to some 15 some hours. People will go to work, can't even focus at work. They're so doggone overstimulated. They're gonna have their computer opened on one social media app, they're gonna have their phone open on another, and they're gonna have a desktop or laptop on whatever the hell it is that they gotta work at. Unless you're doing some sort of work that requires you to not be on a device and you simply don't got the time, that's really the only possibility you have of a full disconnect. But then even afterwards, once you get off of work, it's a possibility you could just be doom scrolling forever. It's getting to a point now where it's just too much fucking technology, bro, that everybody got
that's a fact.
to. Because if you're somebody who's operating in tech, you got it. This is what you do for a living, cool. But everybody having access to this shit, every and anybody, it's gonna start to get a bit dangerous, bro. Because as you've always heard throughout your lifetime, too much of anything ain't good for you.
Please! No!
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They got AI streamers now. I already know it's AI YouTubers, but them niggas ain't popping because you can't manipulate it. It's like, what am I here for? And then you got the people that do like the AI script readers and shit like that. Like, if the video is something you're going to go to, then to go to for something, then cool. But for the most part, people click off those videos because the AI generated shit is getting out of control and people actually don't like it, which is a good thing. But there will come a time where shit gonna change and they're gonna be like, and you know what? I like the AI guys better. No. But it is what it is, though. People trying to make their money any way they can. They doing it the fast way, the lazy way, and any way possible to get themselves out there. But it is what it is, though. Anyway, so that's just going to about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Fuck the future. Fuck technology. We out.